Most guys never realize it, but the way you talk says everything about your confidence, your presence, and your charisma. You can dress well, stand tall, even hit the gym 5 times a week, but if the words coming out of your mouth sound childish, fake, or immature, all that work disappears the second you speak. In this video, we're breaking down the words that instantly kill your charisma. The ones that make people stop taking you seriously, whether you're talking to women, friends, or co-workers. And trust me, some of them are hiding in your everyday vocabulary. Word number 1, cringe. You think saying, "that's cringe" makes you sound cool, but all it really says is, "I play Roblox all day long." The word cringe is kinda cringe. It's like the verbal equivalent of crossing your arms and pretending you're above fun. If you've used it recently, don't worry. We've all been there. Just maybe retire it. Forever. Because the moment you stop calling everything cringe, you actually start being less cringe yourself. Now the next one is more serious. 2. I swear on my... I've noticed more and more people swearing on things they clearly don't mean. I swear on my life. I swear on my mom. I swear on my whole family. And then, 5 minutes later, they're caught lying. How do you even look in the mirror after that? It's one thing to swear on something because you genuinely believe what you're saying, or because you tried your best and just failed. That happens. We're human. But swearing while knowing you're lying or just being too lazy to follow through, that's just weak and kills your charisma. Start putting weight back on what you say. If you swear, stand on it. And here's the thing, if your word meant something, you wouldn't have to swear on anything. People would just trust you because you keep your word, not because you drag your entire family tree into the conversation. This next one should be obvious, but somehow it's not. 3. Catcalling phrases like "hey baby" or "damn you look hot." If you're still catcalling women in 2025, I don't know if you need advice or a permanent mute button. Catcalling isn't confidence, it's desperation on loud mode. You're not flirting, you're proving you don't understand boundaries. Charisma and respect go hand in hand. A real man doesn't need to shout to get attention. If you want to talk to women, do it like a human being. Say hello, ask a real question, or give a genuine compliment and have an actual conversation. Because confidence without respect isn't confidence, it's noise. 4. Just saying. You say something bold and then instantly walk it back. "Oh, I didn't mean it like that, I'm just saying." No, you did mean it. You just don't have the spine to stand behind it. It's the verbal equivalent of trying to throw a punch and apologizing mid-swing. So stop ending every opinion with "just saying." Say it, mean it, and deal with whatever comes next. That's confidence. 5. Excuses. Excuses are the quiet poison that kill your charisma from the inside out. Because every time you make one, you tell yourself a story that keeps you exactly where you are. You're late, but you had a rough morning. You didn't go to the gym, but it was a busy week. You avoided talking to the girl, but the timing wasn't right. No, you just didn't do it. Excuses are how people avoid responsibility while pretending they still have control. And that's why they sound weak, because everyone knows it's a cover-up, including you. Charismatic people don't explain why they didn't act. They act, or they own it. They say, "that's on me, I'll fix it." Simple, direct, respectful. If you want to be taken seriously, stop explaining your inaction. The world doesn't need your reasons, it needs your results. 6. Smash. If smash is still part of your daily vocabulary, I've got bad news for you. You sound like a 13-year-old who just discovered what girls are. I get it, it's everywhere online. Memes, group chats, TikToks. But let's be real, the moment you start talking like that in real life, you lose all your charisma. Why? Because smash doesn't sound confident, it sounds inexperienced. It tells people you don't know how to talk about attraction without turning it into a joke or a flex. Charismatic men don't talk about people like trophies. They don't need to brag. They don't need to dehumanize. They just live in a way that already gets respect from both men and women. So if you still say smash like it's 2016, do yourself a favor and retire it. If you've ever said the next one, don't worry. This time, it's not the word which is the problem, it's the volume. 7. Bro. You ever meet someone who says bro every 3 words? Bro, listen bro, like actually bro. At some point, you stop hearing what they're saying and just start counting the bros. Don't get me wrong, saying bro once in a while is cool, but when you use it every other word, you stop sounding confident and start sounding like a walking meme. Now let's look at a more serious word, or in this case, two words. Most people don't lose confidence because of failure, they lose it because of this habit. 8. You decide. You're out with friends, someone asks, "Where should we go?" And you say, "I don't care, you decide." Sounds polite, right? Wrong. You just gave away all your authority in one sentence. Because when you make other people decide for you all the time, you stop being seen as someone with direction. People respect those who take small decisions with confidence, even if it's just choosing the restaurant. So stop outsourcing your choices, say what you want, pick something, lead. You can't be charismatic if you're constantly waiting for someone else to take the steering wheel. And if you need help with building that kind of confidence, then check out our free confidence guide that's linked in the description. It includes 16 tricks to become instantly more confident. But now back to the charisma killer words. The next word is not about the word itself. Actually, you should very well use it, but in some situations, it kills your charisma. 9. Sorry. Apologizing is fine when you've actually done something wrong, but the way most people use sorry is just a habit. You share an opinion, sorry. You start talking about something you care about, sorry. You breathe too loud, sorry. Stop. Over-apologizing doesn't make you polite, it makes you invisible. You start teaching people that your existence is something to be excused, and that energy kills your presence faster than anything. Next time you catch yourself saying sorry for no reason, switch it to thank you. Not sorry for being late, but thanks for waiting. It's a small change, but it shifts your entire energy from guilt to gratitude, and that's what real charisma feels like. 10. Sigma Alpha. If you still describe yourself as an alpha or a sigma male, you're basically saying, "I learned confidence from a 12-year-old TikToker." The second you have to label yourself, you've already missed the whole point. The people who are genuinely grounded never talk about being alphas. They just act like it, quietly, naturally, without the podcast mic. Charisma isn't built through labels, it's built through behavior. So instead of trying to be an alpha male, try being a charismatic man. You'll be shocked how much more attractive that actually is. Now this next one might be the most dangerous phrase on this entire list, a sentence so uncharismatic it physically drains your presence. 11. I am not subscribed to Stravity. Instant ick, zero charisma. You could walk in wearing a perfectly tailored suit, 10 out of 10 energy, smooth voice, but if those words come out of your mouth, gone. Confidence deleted. The cure? Easy. Hit subscribe, rebuild your charisma, and we'll call it even. But now let's get more serious again. 12. Not my fault. This one's rough, because most people don't even realize they say it, but when they do, it instantly kills their presence. It's not my fault. You've heard it a million times, from co-workers, friends, even yourself. Here's the thing, life isn't about whose fault it is, it's about who takes responsibility. When something goes wrong and your first instinct is to blame someone else, you're not protecting your ego, you're exposing it. Saying, "It's not my fault," doesn't make you look smart, it makes you look powerless, because you're saying, "I have no control here." And that's the exact opposite of charisma. So stop saying, "It's not my fault," and start taking responsibility. 13. I promise. Most people say it daily, but then never follow through. Every time you break a promise, you're not just disappointing others, you're training yourself not to trust your own words, and that's why so many people struggle with confidence. Let's talk about one of the most overused phrases in 2025. 14. No cap. At this point, if you're still saying no cap, it's basically the verbal version of skinny jeans, outdated, overused, and desperately trying to stay relevant. Slang isn't bad, language evolves, but when every sentence ends with no cap, you start sounding like a TikTok soundboard instead of an actual person. And that's the problem, charisma dies the moment you stop sounding real. The most magnetic people, they don't need to say no cap. People already know they mean what they say. So that's the list, the words that kill your charisma. Did we miss any words? If there's a word or phrase you think deserves to be on this list, write it in the comments below. And if you want to take this even further, watch this video next.